now we talk about late stage escape. Okay. Now understand that late stage escape is a situation in which my hands are separated. Okay. Now, when it comes to late stage armbar escape, I think it's very interesting because it's one of the, I would say, few late stage escapes that are actually quite high percentage. If you think about a rear naked choke late stage escape, it's pretty low percentage. Okay, realistically, you're going to get tapped. Now, late stage escapes armbar are unbelievably high percentage, and you see this all the time at any level of the game. So it's really important that you understand how they work. Now, regardless of whether they had a top or a bottom hand post, it doesn't matter. You feel like your hands are getting separated. Okay, going to be some finger grip, palm to palm, wrist to wrist, figure four. It doesn't matter. Okay. What's very, very important is that you separate your hands proactively and not reactively. Now, this might sound very abstract and might sound like just, so I'm splitting hair. I'm not. If you allow your partner to break your grip, you are going to get tapped. That's not how you should do it. There should be an action on your side of opening the hand whenever you feel like you're about to lose the grip. So what do I mean by that? Let's look at a 10 finger grip. He has tension running through my arms. And there's tension, 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 tension. And now he opens my grip. And then he goes for the tap. And now I'm getting tapped. What should happen, the best predictor for success is that there's tension, 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 go. And now I proactively open and throw my arm onto the wrong hip. So what do I mean by that? There's a very simple rule for armbar, which is the left arm breaks onto the left hip. Okay, it's always like that. What I want is to throw proactively my left arm onto his right hip. That's why it's called hitchhiking escape, because I want to point my thumb down towards the mat and actively throw everything there. Okay. Now let's look at the move with a very weak back heel on the bottom side leg. Okay. If he has a very, very weak back heel, there's tension, tension, tension. You open, you throw with your thumb pointing towards the mat, and you start bridging to release pressure from your shoulder. You walk, 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 and there's a knee elbow connection immediately. Okay, so that you avoid your partner to go into subsequent triangle, omoplata, the legs, whatever the case might be. Okay, so on a more real time scale, this looks like this. Tension, go, 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 go. And you come up. Okay? Now, understand that this is quite high percentage, I would say, but there's a caveat, which is the fact that not everyone's shoulders are equally flexible. So in my case, I'm not very flexible, and a good flexibility in your shoulder, it's a good predictor of whether you can take, more. You can perform better at this position. That's even more important when he starts back heeling, which a good player will always do, because what this back heel does is that it makes me slower. Okay, if he doesn't have a back heel like a quarter juji, now that's why now this hitchhiking escape is unbelievably easy, because there's nothing stopping my chest to just move out and away. This bottom leg will not stop me, but will make me slow. Remember, submissions are pins, and will sometimes makes me slow enough so that even if I throw my arm, he can redirect it towards the left hip, and I get it, and he gets the tap. okay? So that's why it's very important to understand that not everyone will be performing this just as well. People that are very flexible, they will be able to arch their back and put their shoulders like in very awkward positions and eventually get out. If your partner has a very strong back heel and you realize, look, no amount of shoulder flexibility will get me out of here, okay? Because I notice so much back heel that whenever I go to throw my arm, I just get caught with this back heel motion, and it just buys him time to taking onto the left hip, and I just get broken, okay? Then I need to be a little bit more proactive about this. My arms get separated. It's inevitable. It's happening. I have to throw, and now this is looking bad with the strong back heel. But now I have an advantage, which I didn't have when my hands were locked. The advantage is a free hand, which sounds almost like a paradox, but it is. Now I'm wedged in place. Now I'm about to get broken, but I have a free hand. So now I can start using the free hand onto his knee to bridge and clear his crossface leg, throwing my hand onto the wrong side hip, as it were. Now, if it doesn't do anything, there's no reason why I can't just shoulder walk, and then I'm out, and then we're back where we were earlier. A good player will always refire the leg. Earlier, we had a figure four, and we were clearing the crossface leg, but he didn't have my arm stretched. So I could just start shoulder walking, and that was good, because I could control his leg much better. Now, when I go and bridge, my hand is separated. So there's nothing really preventing him to refire the leg up and just going into the tap, okay? But there's a catch. When I clear the crossface leg, his back heel becomes much, much, much less powerful. And now I can immediately go into my hitchhiking escape, okay? Is this easy? No. It requires timing? Yes. Because you're in a bad position, you already lost many battles, and you have to do everything right, and he has to commit some mistakes, okay? So, I'm here, I'm getting my hands separated, I proactively separate my grips, I throw my hand with the hitchhiking escape, and I clear the crossface, okay? Here, now his back heel is much less strong, has much less of a purchase that he used to have earlier. Now he goes to refire his leg, and I'm out. I come up, and I'm out. It's not easy, but against a strong back heel, that's what you're supposed to be doing.